Hi Stallions and Stallionettes, we live in a world where you have to update your controllers in order to play games. I remember a simpler time where you would plug in your NES controller. Yeah, that's actually before my time. SNES, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, right in the open slot in the front of your console's suckhole awaiting your controller, and you would have no issues. Fast forward to 2022, controllers are extremely advanced. You've got more buttons on there than the cockpit of a Boeing 747, and you've got wireless technology fractions of a millisecond slower than wired technology. Crazy. But it comes at a cost. You have to update your controllers. This is a mild inconvenience, especially on the Xbox where you can wirelessly update your controllers from a console or Windows 10 or 11 PC. However, on the PlayStation 5, you actually have to physically tether or wire your controller, and these updates get rolled out constantly. Why? Because every time a new game is released that has support for the DualSense controller, meaning the haptic feedback motors, which are basically vibration, but more advanced than immersive, then you have the adaptive triggers that get stiffer or lighter depending on what's happening on screen. Different cars have a different gas and brake feel, different guns have a different trigger feel, stuff like that. And just like on the PlayStation 4, the controller does have 6-axis motion sensing and a speaker that pumps out certain game sounds, and now there is a built-in microphone as well. All these features need to be updated, so every time a new game releases, a new update is pushed for the DualSense controller, which isn't a huge deal if you have 1 or 2 controllers, but if you own, say hypothetically, 26 DualSense controllers, well, every time that person turns on their PlayStation 5, they've got to sit there with the cord and just go controller by controller and update their 26 DualSense controllers. Now, on the Xbox, you can actually launch games without doing the update a lot of the time. However, on the PlayStation 5, you cannot. I've had several times I would select a game and it would say, you cannot launch this title until you perform the update. And I would be like, alrighty then, just tether her up and do the update. Only takes about 2 minutes usually, again, times 26. But I'm not one to bring up problems with no solutions. A couple of solutions I can see moving forward to make this less of an inconvenience or pain in the ass, especially for people that have multiple controllers and have to do these updates for each and every controller, would be one, for Sony to take a page out of Microsoft's book and start doing wireless updates to the controller to where you don't need to tether it via wire. There's no reason for it, really. And the biggest solution would be for your controllers and other wireless accessories, such as headsets and other things, to update when you are not using the console, maybe when you're sleeping, when you're out of active hours on your console, just like your PC does. To where if you are somebody that puts your console into a sleep or standby mode rather than turning it completely off, which I only do when I'm about to unplug the console and move it, but when it's just sitting in its entertainment center, I just put it to sleep every night so it still does its updates for games and still uses the USB ports to charge whatever I have plugged in. As long as a controller has already been paired up to that console, it should be able to turn on that controller just to do the update and then turn the controller back off. You can wake the console from standby mode from the controller by pressing the PlayStation button, but without a physical input, it shouldn't be that difficult for the controller to simply wake up from a standby mode if it's already connected via Bluetooth to your console and just update all of your controllers that still have battery life and are in standby mode. And eventually I think this is going to be implemented, but maybe not on this generation of consoles, maybe on the 10th generation of home consoles. We're on the 9th right now with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X. Maybe with the 10th gen, the PS6 and the Xbox, whatever, the naming convention at Microsoft is whack as hell. Who knows what they're going to call it? The Tomahawk Deluxe. Maybe something along the lines of what I'm mentioning right now will be developed to where controllers and wireless accessories can be updated on their own outside of active hours, because sitting there waiting for your controllers to update and you literally can't launch a game until it completes the update, even though the updates are only a couple minutes, it's a small inconvenience. But as gaming is progressing, we're trying to eliminate things that make gaming a pain in the ass or not enjoyable and make it more convenient and a streamlined, quick, efficient process to play the games that you want to play. And sitting there waiting for controller updates simply isn't it. Hopefully that changes over time. Drop in the comment section below what controllers you would like review or showcase on the channel, and I'll see you Stallions and Stallionettes tomorrow. Peace. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number, and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding, starting June I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily, all the time, 60% of the time, sometimes, most of the time. Peace.